and welcome to an all new Melanie's Muses, where I muse about things in the entertainment world that are entertaining me, and hopefully you stay along for the ride. For those of you that are regular viewers, you know that every year I pick my top 5 network shows that are going to premiere in the fall and let you guys know what I am adding to my must-watch list. Hopefully you will check them out too. As always, I would love to hear if there's any shows that you are looking forward to that I might miss off of my list. Make sure you put them in the comments. Something a little different this year, the shows that I'm talking about, I'm actually going to put links in the description of the video so you guys can go and check out actual trailers for the show and maybe get a little bit more of a feel whether it's something you'd like to watch or not. And with that being said, here are my top 5. The show I'm going to talk about first is probably the show I'm most excited about for this fall lineup, and that is The Prodigal Son, which is going to air September 23rd at 9 p.m. on Fox. And before you start leaving me comments about how you don't want to watch things on Fox anymore because Fox cancels it, all networks cancel shows. I know Fox has made some bad decisions in the past, Lucifer, but we could say that about all of the networks. Looking at this show, it looks absolutely fantastic. It has a very Hannibal feel to it, which is always something that appeals to me. But this has Malcolm Bright, who is a profiler, being played by Tom Payne. And the big difference with this is he can see how other criminals think because his father is actually a notorious serial killer. His father, Martin Whitney, is being played by the amazing Machine, so I'd be excited to see this even if that was all I knew about it. But I've watched the trailers, looks very dark, looks kind of creepy. Like I said, has a Hannibal type vibe to it. I think it's going to be a hit. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys decide to check it out, even though that it's on Fox. And as a bonus, I saw in the trailer Lou Diamond Phillips. Lou Diamond Phillips popping up. I mean, that's kind of a reason to watch all by itself right there, right? Yeah? No? Maybe? Anyway, Prodigal Son starts September 23rd on Fox at 9 p.m. Eastern. And, you know, be sure to check back on our Facebook Live because you know we're going to be talking about that show. Next up on my list is another dark show. Yes, I know, shocker. But this one is Evil, and it's going to be premiering on September 26th at 10 p.m. on CBS. This is a little bit different. It's a supernatural-based drama. And you have a female psychologist who is kind of a skeptic and doesn't believe in the supernatural. And then you have a guy who's training to be a priest who thinks that people committing these crimes are possessed, and it is evil that is doing it. Setting up to kind of have a little bit of an X-Files type vibe just from the trailers with, you know, obviously the skeptic and the true believer. But that is not going to deter me from taking a look. I love the X-Files, so that whole setup doesn't bother me. I am a little bit worried that it could take an Exorcist of the Week type feel. If that's the route it goes, I probably won't love it so much. I'm hoping they're more going to keep it more supernatural drama, less Exorcist of the Week. Although if you think Supernatural was pretty much Monster of the Week for a while, and that ended up working out. So we will see. Lots of you, I'm sure, if you check out the trailer, will recognise Mike Coulter, who played Luke Cage in the Marvel series. So it'll be very interesting to see him taking on such a different role. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's Evil on CBS, starting September 26th at 10 p.m. Sticking with CBS for my third show, we're going completely away from the evil, supernatural, dark side of things now with a show called The Unicorn. Okay, you're going to hear unicorn and think that's probably supernatural-ish. Yeah. No. Unicorn in this case is being used to refer to the ultra-rare male, apparently, is a unicorn if they are caring and good people and good dads. Not sure I 100% agree with that title, but the show itself looks very, very good, very, very funny. It follows a guy, Wade, who is actually being played by Walter Goggins. Some of you may know him from Sons of Anarchy, where he played Venus. Completely different role here. He's playing a dad, and his wife passed a year ago, and it's just him raising his 2 daughters. Which, when you hear it said like that, sounds a little bit depressing, but no. This is like a year later. His friends are trying to encourage him to move on, and apparently a lot of women in the area sort of have a bit of a thing for Wade. So lots of funny situations that come up. In the trailer, it seems like there's lots of opportunity for funny moments, especially with the daughters not really being sure where certain conversations are going, and lots of mishaps with things that we could deal with. And Things that I know would definitely be the sort of thing that could happen to me. Like, for example, having everything on hands-free and the kids being in the car and certain things being said that you don't want to be said. Overall, the show looks really, really funny. I don't generally add that many new comedies to my list, but this one has sort of crept under the radar and has kind of been poking at me and Greg for a while now. So we are definitely going to be checking that out. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be checking that out. It is The Unicorn. It premieres September 26th at 8:30 on CBS. Okay, so my fourth show is a little bit of a wild card, and I'm not going to lie, I literally want to watch this show because it has Anna Camp in it, and it is called Perfect Harmony, and you know there's going to be some Pitch Perfect type things being thrown in there. Of course, Anna Camp, also fantastic in True Blood. I generally love her work, so I'm very, very excited to see this, which looks like it's going to be a bit feel good. It almost has like a Sister Act vibe to it. They have a church choir that needs to go into a competition. Aren't particularly good. They recruit an ex-Harvard professor who's being played by Bradley Whitfield. And obviously it's going to be a feel good, make the choir sound great kind of moment. And Anna Camp. I'm literally just going to watch this one for Anna Camp. Not going to lie. I really, really hope it does well. I've heard pretty much nothing about it anywhere. That being said, I haven't really heard very much about any of the new shows coming up this fall. It seems that networks have kind of backed off a little bit on the advertising, or I'm just not in the right places to see the advertising. I don't know. Either way, I hope you check it out. Perfect Harmony is going to be premiering on NBC September 26th at 8:30. And I just realised that that is exactly the same time that The Unicorn is premiering on CBS. So those two are going to be up against each other. Luckily, we have on demand, so we can watch both of them at some point. We obviously won't be watching them at the same time because, as talented as I am, I can't watch two shows at the same time. Well, maybe I could if I have a second screen. Okay, that's a whole rabbit hole that I'm not going down. Okay, pass. And that brings us to the fifth and final show in my lineup, which I just discovered when I was Googling is not now going to be airing to 2020. So that's a fact. The fifth show on my list was going to be another Fox show starring Kim Cattrall called Filthy Rich. And it looks like a crazy gothic drama dealing with wealth and power and a big Christian TV church where the main guy dies and Kim Cattrall is basically left with 3 obnoxious children to sort all of that out. It looks really good. It looks like it might have kind of a dynasty type feel to it. Who knows? But more about that, I guess, when we know when it's going to air in 2020. And I had to put that in there because I literally didn't have another fifth show. I do have 2 honourable mentions. I don't know if they're going to make it into my list, but they do at least premiere in the fall. One is Bluff City Law, which is going to premiere on NBC September 23rd at 10 p.m. and literally gets a shout out because it's got Jimmy Smits from LA Law in it. Only reason it even caught my radar, but I'm still not 100% sure I'm going to watch it, so I will put the link for the trailer for that one in the description as well. And the other honourable mention is All Rise, another court drama that's airing on CBS. Due to premiere September 23rd at 9 p.m. I've seen lots of trailers for this one, I think because I watch Big Brother and that's CBS, so that one has been thrown around a lot. It looks like it could be good, it looks like it has potential, but it wasn't enough to bump it up into my main 5, but it's floating out there. And there you have it. Those are the shows that I am most excited for this fall and one for sort of like 2020. Let me know in the comments what you think of my suggestions. If you haven't heard about any of these shows, you can check out the videos by clicking the links that are in the description and see if they look like your cup of tea or coffee, because I don't drink tea. Maybe you don't drink tea. Anyway, then come and join me on my live show every Sunday at noon Eastern. Right now is on Facebook. That may change in the future, but right now, Facebook Live, 12 p.m. noon Eastern time, where my husband and I talk about all sorts of things. We give stuff away, and we talk about the TV shows that I was just talking about, because my husband will have to watch them as well, because that's how things work in this house. And if you enjoyed this video, please do all the fun YouTube things, like, comment, and subscribe. Especially comment. I love to see those comments. And then join me back here next time for an all new Melanie's Muses, when who knows what I'll be talking about. I hope to see you soon. Bye!